Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where I think I've discovered a bug, which is fantastic. So we're going to start off with that. If you remember in the last episode, some of my bots and beavers were running around at full speed and then suddenly slowing down for no reason whatsoever, and I couldn't figure it out. Upon rewatching the footage and things, it's actually to do with them picking something up. So when a beaver's running along, they are obviously on all fours. They're doing this. They're running on fours. They're going along. They're going at full speed. They then pick up an item and then start walking, so they're walking slower. What I think was happening was that they were switching to the slow walk mode while still down on all fours, then picking an item up and then moving out, so it looked like they were broken. However, the reason I've got the game paused here is because this appears to be running in opposite. So we'll look at this beaver here, the Ironbot 23, and hopefully we'll be able to catch this here. So if I play the game, see that? They're coming out at super speed and then slowing down. And it's not that their control tower or breach or anything is running out. They're running in at normal speed and they're coming out still at normal speed and then slowing down to the walk speed. So it's the opposite is happening here that was happening upstairs with things. So not quite sure what it is. It might be a mod doing something. That's entirely possible. What I need to do is really remove all my mods, load this save up, hopefully without it exploding, and try and replicate this, and if I can, then it's definitely a bug that's going on there. But if anybody is experiencing this as well, please let me know, because it would be interesting to see whether it's just the thing that's going on in my game, or whether there's you see it's very consistent here. They grab, they come running out, they're running out at full speed, and then they slow down. It's not a problem. It doesn't break the game, you know. It's just, but yeah, it's definitely a problem. So we need to expand this area out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to expand this out this way. We're going to run the thing square here, so we can put even more pumps inside and have this feed into here as it is doing normally right now, and then just feed along to the rest of this as well. So it will have a much larger pool. Like we'll probably take this entire area here. I'll square it off and make it square. So we can put more, or we'll put in however many. I'll get 2 rows in there. And then move our explosives, which do require bad water, so we want to have them there. But I might move the explosives over to this side and leave this space, so if we need even more, we can add more and more and more. There is a pillar here, which is the only awkward thing, but I think if I put one in there, there's 1, 2, there, 1, 2. I think we might be able to get around that pillar, but we won't be able to get a road out that end, so we'll look at it. We'll see. So that's what I want to do. So let's get rid of this guy here. Let's we can unpause the game. This is fine. Let's put in an engine over here. Now I can't do it right here because this one, but I can move this road. This road doesn't have to be. Or we can just put it on the other side of the road. I think that's what I'll do. Let's run a road along there. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it in. Yeah, we'll put it in here. So I want to do explosives. So an explosive factory there, a power in the center, and an explosive factory. That's not explosive factory. That one's the explosive factory. Flip there. Okay, cool. And then we're going to put in a storage or 2. Well, I can't do there and there because that wouldn't do right. Well, I could move that. We're going to move this wood chopper, move him down there. And put in explosive, put in an explosive here and here, like this. But on, there we go. Okay. And you are going to be for storing explosives, and you're going to be for storing explosives. So that'll be awesome. And then we are going to empty these 2. And then we're just going to shut these all down here. Goodbye. There we go. Awesome. Yay. We've just removed 3. Oh, we've got plenty of charge stations. We got enough charge stations down here. We're fine. Okay. Let's remove that one since it's gone. Let's remove that one. We don't need to worry about that. Let's remove all of these paths and things in here. Let's figure this out. So what we need to do is we need to put irrigation barriers all the way down here, which means we won't have this here, but that's okay because the actual path can be above that. I don't know if I can put irrigation barrier underneath a ladder. Not ever tried that. Let's find out. Let's put a ladder down. down. Let's get an irrigation barrier here. That one. No, I can't. Okay, so we can't put it under a ladder, so we have to put the ladder in front. So the ladder's going to have to go here, which is fine. We're not going to actually use this road here anymore. So get rid of this road. Nope, not yet. No. I want to put a ladder in. We have to disconnect these briefly, aren't we? So yeah, let's turn this off. Let's close this down and shut everything down for the minute here, so we're not worried about if I mess something up, we're gonna ruin everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run irrigation barriers along. They have to run along here as well, but we need to figure out what we're gonna do for things here. So if I was to put in this, we'd have to change this one because this one needs changing. We also need to go down and remove this set of irrigation barriers here, but that's okay. No, we need to blow the floor up, don't we? Yes, we do. We need to blow the floor up to get this in, so I can't do that. No. So remove all of that. Yeah, we need to blow the floor up, don't we, to get this going? So okay, all right. So what I want to do is grab the deep water pump like this, bad water pump even, and it wants to sit here like this, and then the one behind it wants to sit there. So we can't actually put one here because this isn't going to work. So that goes there, and then we can't get one behind it. So we're going to have to miss one out here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to have one because of the pillar. We're going to have one that we can't do anything with. That's okay. Don't worry about that. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. One button. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these ones will have to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't go 5. I could, however, put that one there. Start there. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then flip these around to be that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. We'd have a gap down the side here doing that. It's not wide enough, although it is if I was to go around the back here and expand it out by one. It would technically be wide enough then. Yeah, I think doing 5 is fine. I think doing 5, yeah, doing 5 would be fine. Yeah. Okay. So then, what I want to figure out is, so we're going to have one there. One there. One there. And one there. So that there is where the path wants to go. Not path, the irrigation barrier wants to go. So there, I think. Pause. You might be putting stuff I can't actually do with. Hold on. Irrigation barrier. Like that. So right. Well, we need to explain this out anyway. So 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. That's one thing. And we'd have a path in the center here. Same here. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That'd be there. Yep, this should be the path in the center. So that's the exact size we want to actually make it. So that's okay. But let's do this. I'm going to put in the platform around the edge of the whole thing, because that allows us to put paths up there. This needs moving, which means we need to put a ladder in here. I'll turn it so actually it can be blocked. That's fine. So put a ladder in there, and we'll put a ladder in there. We blocked off. Ah, that's okay. You've all dried up anyway. Oh, slow down time. Let's get rid of this ladder here. Put in some permeable flooring. I will have to remove this entire line here. But what I didn't want to... Oh, it's dried out now. Okay, so it's dried up, so that's okay. So we can remove all of this. All of this. Put in more explosives down here. Put in some impermeable flooring. Irrigation barrier, not impermeable flooring. Irrigation barrier. I keep naming it wrong. Sorry, my apologies for that. I keep incorrectly naming it, so... So half of them are running again, but obviously they're not running because there's no water coming out of there, so that's fine. And beavers can walk over the irrigation barriers, can't they? Can they walk over the irrigation barriers? Yes, they just don't have enough explosives to get there, so... Okay. Okay, here we don't have enough explosives and things because... because we don't have enough bad water. So, but that's okay, because we can turn this back on. And then these start pumping, which will be fine. Oh, it's just our bots coming in here anyway. So, but of course, we now have bad area in here because I've sealed this tower off from the rest of the system because it's an irrigation barrier. It's blocking the water. That's fine though. No crops going on this ground floor. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. If we were completely worried about it, we could put like a little pool of good water over here to keep going. But I'm not fussed about that at all. So, okay, so let's pump these going here and see if we can't get some more explosives to get some stuff going. Speaking of explosives, however, this is ready to go. So let me set up a funky camera angle here. Let me just reset the camera like this because that's dead centered. Let me set up a funky... So the way I do this is my keyboard rotation I've actually got turned down very slow, so it spins very, very slowly. And then I can use the page up and page down buttons to zoom in and out. So what I just do is I zoom into the center here, pause the game, detonate all of these ones, bump, 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 and bump. This is all behind the scenes stuff you see now. Press Ctrl and H to turn off the UI, and then we can slowly zoom out and spin and watch the really cool explosions. See, wasn't that cool? Yeah. There are a couple of funky little things as well. If I do this and like zoom into here, and then did something like this, I think would be a good idea. We can of course rotate around. I'm sorry, so I'll do this. I can rotate around the thing there. So if I bring up the development console, boom, 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 and let's move our target all the way down to 0. This well, actually let's go up to about 10 just to make it a bit better. There's an option here called auto move levels up. So what you can do with this is you can like start the camera spinning around, and then you can press this button, do this, and that would be more impressive had I turned on the free camera mode to allow me to zoom out even further. But yeah, you get the thing. So that you have the ability to make really cool looking things. So yeah, all levels down. Yeah, there you go. You all dizzy yet? Awesome. Okay, I'm basically just waiting for the explosives to be done. But it's not working here. And of course, now I've done all that spinning things, your eyes will make it look like the thing is spinning backwards very, very slowly. Like it's doing a bit of a, like this is going down and that is going up slightly, because that's how the human equilibrium works. Fantastic. Anyway, enough messing about with that. Let's wait for this to be done so we can explodify some stuff out of here. Come along. Explosives. And we're ready for another kaboomy. Yay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This will deal with filling anyway, because this is all set to a certain level for fill, so it'll flow over. Everything will be awesome. So now what we want to do is come in with a double platform and fill the whole thing with double platforms, but not quite. Because what we need to do is come in and then remove this row. There'll be a path here. Bottom. And then we want to remove this row. And I've messed up on the sizing. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We could actually do this. Oh, no, I haven't messed up on the pathing. No, I haven't. No, no, no. What I've messed up on is this. Oop, because there needs to be a path here as well. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, right, so we go there, and then we remove this one here, and then we go to our bad water deep pump things, and we are gonna go and do this 5, and I can't put the 6th one in. I kind of can if I wanted to there, but we'll see in a minute. So I can't put one in there, but I can flip it and put one in there. So we're gonna do this, which kind of offsets them slightly from another, but it doesn't really matter all that much. So we then come up here and do the same here. So we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can't put it down there. So I could expand this out. We will expand this out. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's just do that, and then we will delete this path here, and reconnect that one and do that, and then get rid of that and that. Yep. And actually, no, I didn't need to get rid of that and that. Nope, we could leave them in. Doesn't matter. We just want to put in literally, excuse me, one there, one there, like that. Oop. There you go. We can't get one in there because I don't have the those down to the area there. Yeah, I could change that out to there and blow up in there, and but this is fine. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38 pumps. We could go to 40 pumps if I modified something over down here, although I couldn't because of this one. It's fine. 38 pumps should be enough to keep the beavers going. Hopefully, that should be good. Yeah. Hopefully that should be good. Okay. Okay. And that will connect these up, and then all these will get jobs, and everything will be wonderful and awesome. And we've got 28 beavers not doing anything. I did also put in some haulers. There were no haulers on this lower level. No haulers, no builders. So I put some haulers in. The builders, yeah, but I put some haulers in so they can do things there. So, yeah. Okay. You also want to be a low priority, don't you? Yeah, other ones. So, cool. Okay. That can build that there. That's fine. We now have another floor to do whatever we want to do with. Do whatever we want to do with. What goes on this floor? Okay, so I didn't do the bits here for this, but we'll do that in a moment. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. So let's do different here. I've actually moved the path out by one compared to the other ones because now we've settled on this design here. It makes more sense for the path to be out here by one. I'm not going to change other floors. This is just going to be sort of, it's refined. It's refined a bit. Also, it puts all these pillars exactly in the center of where we want to be. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to do eggplant and soya beans here, aren't we? Soya beans and eggplant. Okay. So what I want to do is grab some farmhouses and put them. I'm actually going to move the farmhouses around a little tiny bit here. So we're going to put one there. I'm going to kind of line the doors up with the pillar. Like that. So they're all, yeah, so you can reach down to here, you can reach down to here, you can cross that, that's fine there. So, and then you are going to be doing, so let's say you're doing soybean and you do eggplant, and then we come in and we plant eggplants all in here like this, and we go there, there, there. And we go soybean, so we soybean, eggplant, soybean, eggplant, soybean, eggplant. So, yeah, so start from the corner. Soybean, eggplant, soybean, eggplant, soybean, eggplant. That should be soybean, but it can't be soybean because there is no soybean. So, yeah. And then we go and run the soybean down here, and we run it down here as well. But there we go. Awesome. And let's put in some storages because we're obviously going to need those. I'll put one there for that. One there for that. We're going to do one here, one here. And this will be for raw soybeans. And this one is for raw eggplant. Eggplant, there you go. Now we need to process them. Now, how do you process them? I have no idea. What do they become? Let's see. Click. We have fermented soybeans, so we have to ferment them. And then we have eggplant ration. So I'm guessing that's in a food industry. We also need to get the algae going as well at some point. So yeah, you do eggplant rations. Okay. So let's do the eggplants over here and the soybeans over here, shall we? So let's go and put in a power plant, and I'm going to put it in on the corner here, like that. We're also going to want one over here. Let's put in 2 food factories, one there, and then over here we want to have fermenters. So we want to do this. Oh, right. Okay. do that and close it off if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I think that many will do, and then we can run a road, please, up to there, to there, a road down to there, and a road down to there, and we'll stick a clock or something in here just for funsies. No, we'll stick a brazier. Let's put a brazier in there. Actually, we've got something that's bigger. Oh, we could do that. That would affect all of them. Yeah, let's do a statue or something. I think a clock. Clock's usually what I put in there. Let's put a clock in, actually. And we'll make the clock a higher priority, so they build it first. There you go. And then on the end, we can put, like, charge stations or whatever. So that should be enough for that. Let's get ourselves a storage. Actually put a storage there and do other. We'll put storage there, one there. You are going to be for eggplant rations, which are, yep. And you are going to be for fermented soybeans, which is that one. Okay. We'll see how that goes. We can expand them if we want to. So, yeah, we can expand them if we want to. That'll be fine. We need to do the houses and stuff in the centre as well. That'll be fine. Yeah, I think we can expand this. How much do you actually require? I didn't look at how much you actually need power-wise. 50. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 400. That's 400. Excellent. So there you go. There's enough for that. Awesome. I should have just copied the design from above. Well, no, because we don't have fermenters up here. From above, here, which this kind of is copying. It's just that the actual road layout is slightly different. So. Oh, I've still got houses up here. We shouldn't have those. Nope, they should not exist anymore. I'm terribly sorry, Beavers. That doesn't mean that we might have some beavers. We've got 79 beavers sleeping in the wild. We might have to up the amount of actual houses we have. Somewhere. We've got 79 beavers sleeping in the wild here. Although I could put more row houses in, but if I did, I'd want to make sure I put them... well, no, I don't want to. I don't want to put in any more houses like that. We want to... I suppose we could skip out a floor for beavers, for breeding pods. Or we could lower the breeding pods on each floor. We currently have 4. We could go down to like maybe 2 on each floor and see how it goes. We'll figure the population out later. What I want to do first is I want to put in a tubeway station. Where are we? We are here. So one there and one there. That way beavers can get around, which means the houses go next to them, don't they? Yep, so let's put the houses in as well. Like that. If I go to any of these decorations, so they are affecting quite a bit. We could put houses on the other side of the road as well on this floor if I wanted to. But I think what I'm going to do, as I said, I'm probably going to drop down, instead of 4, have 2 on each one. What we're getting now is that if I click on a beaver, an actual beaver, not a robot beaver, bump you, they've all got the same, I've just left the details on the default one, so they've all got exactly the same tail one on them. They are now living 100% time. So if they were to live to 80, I think they used to live to 80. I'm not entirely sure. They now live to 160 days, which means we've doubled our population through happiness, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Unfortunately, oh, you died. 106. Okay, but you may not have had 100%. Well, actually, you were 100%. So, yeah. So you died unfortunately this morning, but you were 106 days old. Actually, I think beavers live to 60, don't they? They live to 60, and then they go to 120 if we do that there. So that's okay. That's okay. Okay, right. So, so that's fine. We get the houses, but we'll get this done here. This will be fine. Yeah. So we then would need to figure out how many houses we're going to have. and then we can figure out how many beavers pods we need to get the beavers going or living or doing whatever. So okay, we also don't have enough robots. The workers are coming up and we don't have enough robots. This is kind of why I was thinking maybe I should have all the builders be beavers and then the rest not. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to give my beavers jobs. I do have 321 beavers that are currently unemployed, so we could give them jobs that they could all work in. Like, thing is, the Iron Teeth, they want to work in industrial jobs, but industrial jobs unfortunately hurt them a lot. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Should we get some of the beavers working? Should we put them in jobs like builders, or I don't really put them in haulers. Haulers definitely want to be robots. Maybe all the farms. All the farms could be beavers. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on each floor. So that would be 12, 24. That'd be 48 beavers. 321. I don't know. Don't want to put them in any industrial jobs that will actually injure them. That's the problem. So, but yeah. Okay. We'll let them build things. We'll let them do this here, so we can do the explodey out thing here for this. So that'll be fine. We want to put in the sluices here. So we need to do stuff here as well. There's a few more things to do, but this floor, I think this floor's good. Maybe algae we need to do as well. I know we figured it out. So we lose beavers down. We need 18 beavers. What does it do? Bum, ba, dum, ba, dum. So we're going to have 2 beavers. 2 beavers with no bed. All those things. So, okay, we've got a couple of die of old age. So, yeah, maybe going down to two pods per floor might be an idea. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave this one here. Let's let the crops go and get this going here, because this is going to give us more happiness, which means we might get even more life in our beavers. Well, hey. And then we will come back next time and carry on from there. I will do this little bit here because this is dead easy to do. We've seen it before. Tunnel, pause the game, put sluices in. It's fine. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always... Have fun.